from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lion. Great.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Go. 81. Here's it. Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
List by 7. Here's it. Great 15.
Wentz now on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
81. Here's it. Black.
Now Wentz again. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
82, 82. Run. Black. Great.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Anthony Hitchens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Go, go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Shorty, shorty. Lion.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
81.
Throwing now is Wentz. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talked about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Ram! Fort Tokyo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Staying on his feet, being chased out left. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. First down, this is Geis. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he stays up and fights through one. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
List by 2. List by 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Left, 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 left. Throw.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out through.
Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the ball. Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3 down. Great. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Run.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got three. 3 down. Left. Watch out.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Black 58 rail.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
We're good, we're good. Great 15, great 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Redskins. D leads to a touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Run. Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Black 58 rail. Left.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Oh, now he bowls him over. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Geis receives the pitch. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue 45.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ace, ace.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run. No,
now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it.
Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get
Drop home game in the choke. I reinvent